Good afternoon, my good friends. Yes, I am in Big Bear Lake at my UFO conference, waiting to meet with George, Tom, and the rest of the speakers. This conference is going to be something. We're going to have a lot of fun. So this is my lucky charm. This is my extraterrestrials, 24 karat gold. All right, so let me tell you something. I had a blast coming here. It was very beautiful to drive in the desert. It was very relaxing. It was very healing for me to do so. And I am here about to start this marvelous conference. I am ready. I am ready. All right, now the title of this newsletter is Reptilius Mutant Goat born with human-like face will be worshipped as an avatar god in India. Well, it looks like all the Indians are for sure not cosmic conscious. They have absolutely no idea that all religions were actually induced by the reptilius. And that to tell you are indoctrinated and kind of a, and I don't want to be polite or too rude, but to tell you how people really are when they have no cosmic consciousness. What they do not know is that if you eat wrong food, if you smoke pot, if you take drugs, and believe me, in India, you don't have to take drugs. You just have to go in the street and start to breathe. If you take legal or illegal drugs, or if you're totally messed up with the air that you breathe, the conception process will be completely and entirely messed up by the reptilians. And that produces Down syndrome, that produces all sorts of disease, sudden infant death, that produces autism, that produces this type of birth defects. This is so obvious. This is so rational. Yet people who don't have cosmic consciousness can only do what they've been indoctrinated to do, and that is to just respond to the religion they've been infected with. You know, I was born in the south of France, so I'm Christian. Now, if I was born in the Middle East, I wouldn't be Christians, or in India, I wouldn't be Christian either. So understand that your geographical location already depicts and curses you with a doctrine that you must follow, because that is what your parents and your grandparents taught you. You don't know better. It's as simple as that. Again, don't take anything seriously from your good friend, Dr. Tree. I'm here to raise you on a cosmic consciousness and help you to understand what it means to be human. So in reference to this mutant who looks like hell, excuse my French, he'll be the last person I would think is God. God is love. God is light. God is knowledge. God is wisdom. God is forgiveness. God is anything and everything that is positive. Light, love, beauty, fame, power, health, common sense. The opposite of love is hate. And remember, it's all about opposite. You know the rules. Up and down, black and white, the front, the back, God, devil, the yin and yang, male, female, 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 feet, you're symmetrical, you're like a battery. Gold, love, light. This doesn't rust. You give this to people to show your eternal love forever. The opposite of gold is metal, steel. What do you do with steel? You make knives to kill people, or cut meat. You make guns, bullets, grenades. Do you understand? The Draconis, the positive group of extraterrestrials, uses the forces of the sun to stimulate the mind of our scientists to create technology that help us to live forever. or use computers, or allow me to do what I'm doing, wherever you are on planet Earth. Now, the negative reptilius, those stimulate the mind of our scientists to weaponize the weather, to create nukes, and to do all sorts of negative things, including inducing birth defects and cursing humans at so many levels. So now we understand a little bit more about what's going on in India, and this reptilius infected, victimized human being is now being sought as a god. So that tells you what's really going on this planet. Jesus, have mercy, my good friends. All right. So, in reference to this conference today, it is important, if you're local, if you are in Bear Lake, Big Bear, join us. We're going to have a blast. Believe me, you're going to learn a lot with my UFO slideshow. Now, as you could see, a couple days ago, that was on the 22nd, I wrote a SOS to the World, Deadly Window, and I put it on Patreon. And by the way, thank you, all of you guys. Thank you for those who have joined Patreon. Thank you so much. You're showing your support for my work. You're showing that you are interested, and you give me the guts, the strings, and the will to keep, helping you to understand God's cosmic design and help you to raise your own cosmic consciousness. So on Patreon, you can, once you click on the link that goes with that window, you're going to read what I give to my VIP last month. My VIP gets all this good stuff last month. And on Patreon, I gave this a couple days ago. So knowing that my predictions are already coming, so it's important for me to prove my claim, right? So you will read the quatrain. Entrail upset, spit above, that is volcano, so be ready for volcanic eruptions. Red fire, wind, water to dance, now we're talking about tornado. Stars command the shark science, again, all these educated idiots out there who are wondering how Dr. Turi can pick up dead-on earthquakes each time, okay? And for your information, we had a 6.2 today or yesterday, but it is within my windows during those days. So, those scientists are wondering how I do it. And that's why they're literally running on my website trying to get the secret. Of course, they would never, ever give me credit once they understand the rules. But you know what? Who cares? This is what I do. I'm warning you. Calm deception to strike, basically, that indicated that we're not done with earthquakes. Just be ready. The keywords are obvious. The first keywords that I use are Japan, Asia, China. Now, if you read the news, my good friends, okay, if you read the news today, deadly one coronavirus is spreading through Asia and across the world. One under lockdown as coronavirus outbreak kills 17 in China. 4 more cases of coronavirus confirmed in Beijing. Several in Canada under watch for infection. Snake, the Chinese crate and the Chinese cobra could be the source of the virus. My friend Draco told me it is not snakes who has induced this virus. It is birds. That's what Draco tells me. I'm not a scientist. I'm just Dr. Turing, a wacko, okay, a crazy guy, or a genius. It's up to you to see how you perceive me. But the fact of the matter is, I'm channeling this extraterrestrial, which is giving me exact date for earthquakes through my quatrain, and is telling me that this is not the snake that are inducing this virus. It is coming from bird or chicken. Time has always been my witness, and my good witness for that matter. So we will find out in time. So let's see. This specific SOS to the World is all about shocking, surprise. Of course, it involves UFOs. Do you think it's an accident for me to be here? I'm responding to the cosmic code. Those energy uranic. They're all about UFO, electricity, lightning, news from the universe, shocking, unusual earthquakes, volcano. Namely, this energy is indeed supporting and promoting this UFO conference. That's why I'm here. I wouldn't be here if those dates did not work in relationship and tandem in harmony with the cosmic code. It's all about cosmic wisdom I'm trying to pass on to you. So, if you look at the news by clicking on the link, you will see that I gave you, with my quatrain and my obvious keywords, a color of the type of news that is going on right now and is going to go for a couple days. Now, there are many, many more SOS to the world window. And if you're not aware of those windows, you're playing Russian roulette. I'm not joking, my friend. So spend the $5 and read not only those SOS to the world deadly window, but all the good stuff that I talk about and I do not publicize. Show your support. If you think I have something that you enjoy, something that you know can be worthwhile for your well-being or for your future, dig in it. Give me $5. What the hell? Anyway, my good friends, I know you like me. I love you too. Be sure of that. So let's see what type of news we have also that are reflecting technology, because it's part of the keywords. GM and Honda unveiled self-driving car with no steering wheel or pedal. Now, the keywords mention technology, and Honda, if I recall, is in Japan. The word Japan is mentioned. There you go, technology. Just do not look at the news with your 5 rational senses like everybody else. If you join my clan, if you're part of this superhuman type of groups and this new movement that I'm launching here, you need to develop more intuition and start to read the news with your third eye. Use your intuition. As a rule, females are much more sensitive than guys. They would rather watch boxing or football on YouTube than to listen to Dr. Cherry. But hey, you know what? These guys are very spiritual. Look at me. Look at some of my male friends, students. All right. Scientists reveal voice of 3,000-year-old mummy. The word science is there. Well, you know what? The scientists also discover a new planet every single day. And knowing that there is trillions and billions of planets, they will amuse you forever and ever. Amazing. Sinatra's gold-seated toilets up for auctions. Wow. You know, these windows are with gold, okay? Incidentally, if you're looking for gold, now you can find it. If you're looking for UFO, now get your camera and go and look for them. This is the time. The energy is now. Those extraterrestrials don't come in this dense physical world when they feel like, my friend. They are using those uranic winds in order to transmute. Okay, they are from different solar system. They're from different vibration. They're not humans. Understand what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so who cares about Sinatra's gold-seated toilet who goes in for sale? You know, I poo on my regular toilet. Pretty shocking. There'll be a lunatic out there who has a few $1 million to waste. Instead of using that money to help society, it's gonna buy a shit house. Sorry, excuse my French. Former Wells Fargo CEO finds 17.5 million. If that is not shocking, I don't know what's not shocking. You see the greed. The CEO of Wells Fargo. Imagine the money this sucker had stole and put in his special secret bank account in Switzerland. Look at the greed, the infestation of people who have so much money, yet they cannot help themselves to be greedy. And the draconists are there to expose their asses. That's shocking. The big difference between 4G and 5G. Well, the word technology is mentioned. Be careful about this 5G because all this technology going through you, it's not natural. It is not natural. don't want to go there just yet, but I mean, we're referring, this is referring to technology. Jeff Bezos' iPhone was hacked. Is what that means for the rest of us? Well, the word hacking in technology is there. That's pretty shocking, okay? But look, there's more. UN expert recommends Kashner to change his phone after suspected Saudi hack. Again, technology hacking. Doing this energy is all about electronics. It's all about such a refined type of energy, such defined cosmic winds that are used by both the reptilius and the draconis. So, my friends, that's where it is. Now, big news. World leaders show anti-Semitism fight is not over. How many times, for those of you who have watched my video, I told you that when you elect a president who had a negative set of stars, okay, we have to suffer each stars. There is no denying that you like Trump or you don't. I don't care. It's not political debate here. It's all about the spirit and astrology and prediction and using astroforensic to depict the truth. And there's no denying that your president is a racist. Okay, in any way, shapes or form, back in 2013, I wrote a quatrain with the face of Hitler. And I wrote, my legacy of fire, death, and drama will return upon earth. German, Viking skin alike, black and white, red blood, fire, war, violence, passion rules, God nowhere to stop fire, Hitler, evil spirit reborn. Back in 2013, I wrote this quatrain and I throw the face of Hitler. And now you are wondering when the major news and world leaders shows that anti-Semitism fight is not over. I told you many, many times, my friend, it's going to get much worse because before it gets better. So you better be prepared. You better be prepared because I'm not making this up, my friend. It is very, very real. So click on the link. Click on those news if you want to read with your rational sense of what's going on. But try to grasp the spiritual message. Try to understand the values, the energy, the identity of those cosmic winds that produce those news, because all humans are under the jurisdiction of those entities. Don't look for ETs, my friend. They're already there. Okay, the reptilius mind, the draconis mind, the good you, the bad you. Do you understand? Two eyes, two arms, two legs, God, devil, yin and yang, light, darkness. Those UFO thing is all about a psychical phenomenon. Again, this does not mean for some very specific reasons, those extraterrestrials will not abduct people. That's the reptilians. They do abductions, okay? And like they did with Travis Walton, scared the hell out of him. Then it took 5 days for the draconis to put him back together. Now remember, the draconis also quoted abduction, do the same thing, and it can be painful because you're delegating with forces that are absolutely incredible, and they're doing it for specific purpose. Understand again that the Galactic Federation, a grand cosmic order, forbid any extraterrestrial to interfere with the human's affairs. Yet the reptilians do it all the time for their specific agenda. The draconis are there like the cops of the universe, the gardeners of this world, trying to save us from those entities. If you're negative, if you're depressed, if you find any excuse in the world to say pot is good, okay, oxycodone medication is good because you go in the la-la land and you can't face reality. If you're jealous, if you're possessive, if you're destructive, if you're sarcastic, if you don't like me, you are reptilians infected. And so am I, okay? If tonight, after everything is said and done, meeting is done, Dr. George and Tom and some of the speakers, let's say I drink too much and I go and do some line of coke. Of course I don't, not me. believe me, I would be infected and God knows what I would do. Just remember, the part of God in you is much stronger than those entities. Okay? So it's a choice. It's either you're going to work with the draconis, the light, the sun, gold, love, respect, understanding, being smart, productive, loving, dignified, or you're going to be working for the darkness and being nasty, aggressive, sarcastic, destructive, depressive, to the point where you're going to buy a machine gun and you're going to kill everybody and then you're going to swallow you on a bullet. My friend, this is serious. I am here, and I wish many, many of you are going to show up and are going to, for the next 3 days, and watch my slideshow, because you are going to be challenged. Oh my gosh, you are going to be challenged. Everything that you have been taught about extraterrestrials, everything that you have been indoctrinated. Like, you know what, there is base on Mars or under Antarctica, and the government is working secretively with the alien. My God, my friend, you have so much to digest. We take it from the real source. I had 5 UFOs experience, and believe me, it's not a walking and it's not a light. It's me under a flying saucer, 30 feet. It's me inside a flying saucer. It's me talking to those guys. Those pictures that I have, the very moment that I captivated, what happened to me is so dramatic, but at the same time, it's so wonderful, because that's what made Dr. Turi. That's why it's important to never separate me and astrology. Sad enough, I'm not good enough, I guess, to be at the contact in the desert, because I've been lumped with psychics. There's so many people who cannot make the difference between reality and fictions. And of course, that is upsetting the scientists who are more practical, who have good critical thinking, who doesn't want to mingle with what they perceive as deceptive psychic Neptunians, who have just impractical. So it's understandable where we are, but there are very specific reasons for why I was not out there. And I cannot say that right here or right now, but I will definitely talk about it during my presentation, and even after. I would explain exactly what's going on here. It's no accident, my friend. Only cosmic circumstances at work that 99.9% of the population on planet Earth is now either able to assimilate, to accept, and most of all, to realize. Well, my good friends, I don't want to spend too much time. I apologize for the quality of this video. I'm in my hotel room, but I didn't want to stay too long from you because I missed you. So I will take this opportunity again to thank every one of you for being here today. And we talk to you again some other time. Until then, hey, make it a beautiful day and join us. Join us right here, Big Bear Lake. It's a wonderful, beautiful place, and we're going to have a blast for the next 3 days. Bye-bye.